Yo, this your man Big Smash, host of Better Down the House podcast. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First off, it's free. We all like free. You can't beat that. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute it for you. So if you're not real computer savvy, Anchor does the heavy lifting for you. Also, you make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So now, act now and get in tune and join Anchor.
Hey yo, you are now tuned in to Bet the House, hosted by your boy Big Smash, Miss Shantae, Bailey Dammit, and you can't forget about De La Faye. Check in with us every single Wednesday on your favorite streaming platform for brand new episodes where you can hear things about relationships, sports, movies, culture talk, sex, and everyday life. This is no PC, no filter, just the real from the real. Now let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go!
Y'all already know what this is, man. Y'all already know. We live in effect once again. Miss Shantae. Got my boy J-Day back.
What's good? What's good, y'all? Shantae, how you doing?
I'm well, thank you. How about yourself?
De La Faye on the road.
Good. Trying to stay cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh man, y'all city already hot right now, man. Y'all good. You ain't out there with the parties, bro?
Yeah, I'm down, man. It's like soon as they get, man, look, the antennas go up, soon as they hit 80 degrees on up, oh, that's a wrap.
Oh yeah.
Boy, the things that we shouldn't be doing, we doing, and everybody is acting like they ain't never seen outside before.
Is it 80 degrees there now? Chicago?
Yeah.
Hey, even if it's 80 degrees? Yeah, man.
That's
like, shoot. Ever since that it's been hot these past 2-3 days, it's been hella gatherings, Oreo Day parties, all this stuff, man.
Yeah, they ass cutting up. All right, well, check this out. You know, me and you, we talked about this earlier, but is it okay for your girl to be a groupie? For like a famous artist or some shit, they come to town or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Out the gate.
Cause I
had to think. I was like, out the gate. I was like,
Cause I see we was watching this court show, and the lady was saying that her boyfriend was trying to divorce, like her husband, whoever, he was trying to divorce her because he said that she slept with the whole Wu-Tang Clan. She said they just sat on the bus talking and chilling and shit. Now
until 7 in the morning.
I ain't no scholar, but I know damn well
Wu-Tang Clan, especially of all groups.
Ain't nobody sitting on my bus just talking. And even they interviewed, Vlad, he nosy as hell. He interviewed damn near a few of the members, and they was like, man, I don't know, man. If it was my niggas and it was us, man, we ain't sitting on no bus and talking. So my question is, if your girl, is it okay for your girl to be, or your guy to be a groupie? You know what I'm saying? And what's the limit on that?
No, it's not okay. And let me tell you, like, in a relationship, she shouldn't have been at that concert by herself anyway. It's certain places, it's certain concerts that you should want to attend with your significant other. Big male, girl to boy, boy to girl. It's just certain places you're not gonna let them go with their homies.
I don't know about all that.
Are you serious?
Because I ain't going to see Tank and Drew Hill and Genuine and.
But you like them though.
Nah, I like their music.
You're going to see them for your own pleasure.
I don't
anyway.
think I would want to go see them niggas up close.
But you would let your girl and her homegirls go, knowing good and well, hell, it's a possibility that she can get backstage with that ass.
Now, see, here's the thing about that. It's tricky.
That's a tricky question.
That's tricky
Because
as hell.
I'm 50-50 because, everybody's different. So I put it like this. I don't mind my boo to be a groupie or have standard stardom for a person. Because back in the day, when we were younger, females used to put posters on walls and songs to it. That's general stuff. Once you get grown and you can make money and you can purchase your VIP seats and all this stuff, it makes you want.
Backstage passes.
Like I wouldn't buy my boo personally no VIP ticket to niggas who got songs like "Get You Down, Get You Down." That's Kevin Gates. So if he rapping all about this, I'm thinking the first chance he gets for those backstage VIP people, if my boo looking better than half the other hood boogers live, you know what?
And that coming
she
in
might get tried that night.
That coming in at
she
7.
Might get tried.
That coming in at 7 in the morning shit. Nah, that's a no.
No, and on a flip note,
your shit gonna be waiting on the porch.
It's World War III.
Facts. Let Janet Jackson come to town. Let Janet Jackson come to town and pull me up on stage.
Wait a minute now.
Watch how that turn out.
But that's what I'm saying. It's certain places, i.e. the Janet Jackson concert, motherfuckers will not be by themselves. See what I'm saying? And I seen it. I seen it happen. I went in November of last year to see St. John, one of my favorite artists. And I couldn't get in. I could not get in. Do you know this man came out and he was red as fire, and he was mad because his bitch went backstage to the meeting.
Oh yeah, they broke up,
and they broke up. He gave me his pass. I got in, and I got in. I was able to go backstage and everything. His girl was back there.
If they come back and tell us, hey, we only got one more spot left, you and your girl, which one of y'all going in? And she be like, me? I know.
She went and she left him.
Baby. It's over with.
I'm standing out trying to scalp tickets, and this man and he over here crying like, "Here, you can have mine." This bitch, she playing. He went back in. He went back in. He was like, "If she come out with me, then you could have both." And but he came out and gave me his, and he was like, "Fuck the bitch." She's still back there with him.
You know what though? For a situation like that, man, that's so hard. Because imagine, all right, let me set up a situation though. For that one example, let me set up a situation. Imagine it's her birthday, and you got the tickets to the place that you know she likes, the person she likes.
Let her get that hall pass, right?
Hell no, she ain't getting no damn hall pass.
Hey, but you know, if that hall pass come and she come back just an extra smiling, you're like, you know what? I got my hall pass. You better not say shit.
Facts.
I better not hear nothing.
Hey, a birthday gift is a birthday gift. Hey, birthday gift.
But y'all know how y'all always say. Y'all know how people make those exceptions like, but boo, what's Chris Brown? Like that's supposed to mean
like that's supposed to make us feel better.
Y'all supposed to be like, all right, fine, it is Chris Brown. That's exactly what y'all supposed to do. Y'all know what it is.
But let it be the other way around, though. I'm like, boo, this Riri. What y'all say? I don't give a fuck.
Fuck a Riri.
No. It depends. For me, it depends on who the woman is. I will walk your ass up on stage to Riri myself. I'll walk you up on stage to Janet Jackson myself. You see what I'm saying? Women ain't that bad. Men, y'all.
To a degree, though. No, I'll only say this because, okay, I give you that. But my thing is, to most females, depending if they sensitive or not, no female don't want no other dude to compliment another woman.
Facts.
At all. Unless you're very secure. But how many secure females you know? And then if it's one of those once in a lifetime things, you think I'm going to forget that moment?
Facts.
Hell no. Of course, the right thing to do. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, boo, you know you look better than Riri, man. My man, like, girl, you playing, girl. You been in the gym for how long? You gotta
be a yes man sometimes. It's okay.
Look here, it's ways to tell her that Riri is still your one, but you love her to death. You know what I mean? Don't lie to the girl.
All right. Friends with your mate on social media. You doing it?
Say that one more time.
You and your mate can be friends on social media? I don't know, man.
I'm slowly disagreeing on it.
I get cursed out for every little thing I write, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like it comes with it. It comes with it if you have a platform. You know, it's automatic. It's like, okay, if your verbiage change compared to go to friendly to something different,
Right.
oh yeah, her intent is up.
Are
Like you can hate you can hate a buddy to everything, but soon as she see a text and say, "Hey, lovely," I'm like, "Hey, lovely, who is this?"
Right.
That's the problem.
Your girl don't want you to be funny on Facebook. You can't be funny on Facebook. Don't make another bitch laugh.
You know what? That I don't care about because it depends on who your guy is anyway. You know, if you know he just but if you know he kind of has a following for a reason, you know what I mean? It's different. But you still got to watch that shit because they can use that as a way to send subliminal messages to other motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
But to stay out that doghouse, my girl automatically going to meet my prime people when it comes to like females. So you gonna know who my best friends are.
That
whatever.
Makes sense.
After that, you know anybody outside that five you introduced. I was like, you ain't never mentioned this chick to me. Oh, this is a friend. I'm like, well, you ain't never said that. I know about this person, that person, and that person. Who's this chick? And you put a hey lovely? Oh yeah, we need to talk.
You can't laugh. You can't laugh too hard at statuses on Facebook because she looking at you like, what the fuck you laughing at? What the fuck going on? What you laughing at?
She Dave Chappelle, huh? She Dave Chappelle.
Let your girl see that you smiling at a post on Facebook. Oh, she finna come see what's funny.
You doing a little bit too much. Kiki.
Facts. Thirsty. Waiting on it. No. Honestly, if you ain't got nothing to hide, then cool. But I think I live by the 3 strikes rule. Once you start commenting and calling me about my post on Facebook, now it's time. All right, you gonna have to get put on the limited vision version of Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Because now you can only see what I want you to see. Because this here is ridiculous. I can't make funny posts. I can't make sexual related posts. Every post got to be about something or somebody. Like the other day I made some videos and boy, did I hear it. Like, I'm like, damn, they just videos. They don't have nothing to do with real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Guys, we different. We see all the people on our woman pages, on the comments and all that. We'll send you a sign to let you know that we saw this, and then we'll keep it moving.
But now, what if they was on there acting up like you act up? See, women tend, especially when you friends with with the person that you're with on social media, we kind of we represent ourselves like we represent ourselves with you in person. But now, what if she act up like you act up?
Like how?
Like you act up. What if you, on her page she got that you a part of that everything. You can see everything, and she act up the same way you act up. See, you got home limited what she can and cannot see certain shit. But now, what if she act the same way you act on Facebook? I mean, what if she say the same?
If I got a woman, I'm conducting myself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time I don't do nothing but promote the show anyway. If it's
so then why is she on limited vision?
Because when I make a post or something,
but if it's promoting the show, she should be welcome to see that.
Because now she doing too much. She calling every 5 minutes about something on my page.
Now you're interfering with business compared to a person.
But so I'm saying though, what are you doing to promote your business? What the fuck? Did your girl can't see?
But it's funny because my thing is, okay, if it's my business and I was working it before you know, how I go about my business don't include you because my name is on my LLC, my this, my that, my input. Ooh. That's me. And in regards to that, I wouldn't do the same with you. Now, if we was in it together, I can't say nothing. We sharing everything. You sharing the post. You're the co-manager on it. Facts. I'm asking for your input. Facts. So I mean, and then my thing is, how your views and your input on what you suspect has been going in my show could clash. When I'm like, what I have to have with regards to this, like you have some females that do assume some things.
Oh yeah.
To regards to imagine. Okay, imagine you have a situation where you change your page, your picture.
Ooh.
You feel me? What's the picture for? Who you get? And I'm like. And here's the crazy part: you don't even have to have a reason.
That just happened to me, bro. I changed my picture, and she swore me down that I blocked her because she don't see that picture no more.
Exactly. Now
she swore me down. I blocked her, and I kept having to tell her, "Yo, I did not block you. I just changed my picture."
Or what if he block you on the page, but he friend you on another one of his 5 billion pages? So now you in Messenger on one page. But on what you can see, the Facebook, the actual profile page is a whole different page.
That's the limited profile.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? There you go.
Okay.
So don't think that the girl is dumb. She just know that it's something different.
That's if that guy got like that guy. If that guy got like 10 different pages, then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so,
but if I can't
on some suspect stuff like that, I get it. But when it comes to a situation like if I only have 2 pages, and I might feel like my boo input or whatever she say can do something negative to my page, I'm going to protect my business. I wouldn't do nothing to hurt what you do and be all up on it. Now, if I open it up to you to the point where, I can care less, I mean, it's free form. And it won't be an issue, regardless of what you do. Unless I feel like it makes me uncomfortable or it mess up my creativity.
Facts.
But just small stuff in regards to a picture, I'm like, why you change the picture?
Oh, yeah.
I changed it because it's time for a new picture.
Facts.
I can't change it. What's the reason? There ain't no reason. Do I question you on how many times you change your pictures 4, 5, 6 times?
Because once you start coming to me, why that girl putting smiley faces under your comment? Once you start doing all that, it's time for you to go on limited profile.
If she ain't say, so you ain't gonna say nothing in regards to the like, but you gonna say something when she put a heart behind it. I can't control that lady. She ain't even my Facebook friend.
Facts.
I don't like her. Rock the bitch.
Let me take the time to shout out Quavo, man, for going to get his high school diploma at 29, man. I ain't mad at you. They ain't never too late.
Never too late.
I know a lot of people was criticizing him and cracking jokes on him and shit, but them probably the same motherfuckers that ain't got one.
You know what?
I ain't mad at him.
This is the first time I'm actually going to go against it. This is the first time I'm going to go against it.
Go against
in
what?
most industries, I get it that you need a piece of paper say you learned something. But if you're good at what you're good at, and there's a lane for you to don't have to provide it, I'm down with that too.
Hey, I ain't mad at him.
Like for example, okay. As far as I know, I do not know that as far as I know, I don't know any DJ's got a certificate in regards to DJ. They have their thing that they learn it, they put their hours in, they craft in and stuff. It's like, my thing is, as long as you provide for yourself and you stable and handle your business, who can take that away? Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, if it's just a regular job, like in regards to a field that involves tax and all that, yeah, okay. I know you can't just go up the whole nursing field without no piece of paper and stuff like that. So, of course, for those type of jobs, I get it. But since we on the rise more and more about independence and LLCs and small businesses, the only thing that we more than likely need is the paperwork saying, look, I'm a legal business. With that, I could pay my $150 or whatever it costs my LLC, pay my insurance for whatever I'm doing to protect myself and my brand, and that's it. Now, my thing is, the method of let's say the method of your podcast is way different from all the sports podcasts and all that other stuff.
Yeah, you
might be doing twice as much as better than them compared to the people that got a degree. And my thing is, y'all both making income. Is that a problem? I don't. At this day and age now, since that's been the push for independence, I don't see a problem. If he was to never got it, I wouldn't down him that much because I wouldn't know the situation or the significance behind him not getting it. Let's say he was at a bad place when he was younger, where he probably got in trouble and dropped out of school because of him and there and that. And he might have got the
it seemed like for him it's more like self-gratification.
Facts.
It don't seem like it's anything that he really need because, I mean, of course, what he do, he don't, it's nothing he need. But he wanted because to feel he accomplished it. You know what I mean? Which is okay, and it ain't never too late to do it.
Facts.
True. And I think the biggest thing, I guess, for that movement, or for that move that he did was, if he felt it's necessary for him to do it since he's older, if he wanted to I guess, I wouldn't say necessarily change his image, but do something good in regards to his style, and he felt that's the move to do, that maybe something for his mother or anything family-wise, all right, cool. But on the flip note, before that piece of paper, he's one of the greatest rap groups that's out. He's handling his business. What do we need the gratification for? You feel me? It's one of those 50-50 things. Like before him saying the GED, hey, he's been doing his thing, selling out shows and stuff like that. And even if he didn't need the piece of paper, he can read books and upgrade his literature and do other stuff to do it. And he probably didn't need the piece of paper. You know, that's all I'm saying. When you have choices and you taking care of your own, if you're more comfortable in your skin than that, cool. No one can take it away from you. Like, I'm doing something in my lane that people enjoy, and I didn't need a degree to do it. You know?
Yeah.
And that's his choice. You know, hey, if you ain't never set your mind to do it, cool. And school might not be for everybody. But overall, I'm saying, even without that piece of paper, he was successful. He could take care of his family and take care of himself. If those are the most important things that we talking about, you know, it's today, that's valid.
True enough. I got a question. Because I've been
your
wanting
setups
to
be
know
crazy when you leave a pause and you be asked. I be usually, it's like
you
it's
did
like, all right, after I make a good point, you be like, all right, I got a question.
say a guy is dealing with a woman and she gets pregnant, and he tells her, hey, I ain't ready to be no father. Here's the money. Go get an abortion. And she takes the money, okay, but still decides to have the baby. Should that man be considered a deadbeat?
Okay. Did he say this before? Okay, yeah, and that's my only thing. And I might have missed it. He might have said it. Did he say he didn't want no babies from the jump?
Right.
Or when she got pregnant?
He said it from when she got pregnant. She told him, and he told her, yo, that ain't what I want. Here's the money. Now, if she takes the money, then she's in agreement to the situation.
To
right?
get an abortion.
Right.
You feel like she's agreeing to get an abortion because
if she takes the money, what'd you take the money for?
I say they both at fault.
But then does that make him a deadbeat?
Yeah. Does that make him a deadbeat?
I mean, is he taking care of the child now?
No.
I mean, like okay, so he said he didn't want the kid. He gave him the money to get an abortion. She didn't get an abortion. But now he's not in the child's life. Yes and no. It may because he did not want the child. So she made that decision on her own. So you can't really blame him for a decision that she made.
Okay.
But then at the same time, you would think like, okay, because this child is here, you know, this child is his.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't walk around.
I say they both at fault.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call him a deadbeat.
I can't walk around knowing I got a kid on this earth that I ain't taking care of.
Yeah.
It don't sit well with me. Regardless of the situation.
But she shouldn't have did that. That's kind of like she went ahead and trapped him anyway, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, and especially if I don't know the situation or nothing like that, but if he said he didn't want it, gave her the money, and what if he went on about his business? Now they ain't hooking up
and then got married.
And now he don't know because he think he done paid to get the deal done. You know what I mean? Nah, you can't blame him for that. She kind of trapped him in that sense. You know what I mean? But now that he know, if he find out later on, oh, this is his and he needs to step up, then I think that you should not be on this earth and not want to take care of your own.
I'm going to say this while we own that.
I'm about to say, I think they both at fault, though. Because keep in mind, from the jump, if we was just trying to smash or talk, we already got that same lines, whatever, and from the get-go. Like, okay, on relationship talk, if you were trying to pursue a relationship, you're going to have that talk in the jump.
Yep.
Like, look, I do want somebody. I want this. I do want kids.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't say nothing within that initial talk, or 2-3 talks, when y'all in the midst of smashing, it's like it's open game.
Right.
In regard
You
to
can't be
the
knocking.
kid situation.
You can't be knocking her noodles back and telling her, "Yeah, you gonna have my baby."
Yeah.
And then when the
if you
shit
are
happens,
no child, you're gonna get strapped. You're gonna have to get rubbers. You're gonna have to get birth
Facts.
control. Those pre stuff, the stuff you do before we get to that. So if it do happen, at least you know on the gate, man, we did everything we supposed to. You still get pregnant. Honor my side, and not me not wanting a child.
facts.
I feel like he has that right because we know condoms ain't 100%. And then birth control here and there, it has its like limitations. So even if I go crazy and there's a tear in my condom and I manage to get through with her, the chances is I did 2 to 3 precautions, even the talk. I did
Facts.
3 to 4 different precautions while smashing this chick. Even though we both like, all right, we just booty buddies right now. We both don't want no kids, cool. And she managed to have one, and she might catch feelings. Honor your side, please, and don't give me this baby. Because we had that talk and we took the pre-measure. Now, with relationship talk, it's open. Because on the flip note, the first 3 times you were all dogging, and on the flip note, she said, she want kids, but you ain't assert yourself to say you didn't. So you kind of left yourself open. Now she wanted. So I wouldn't say you ain't a deadbeat, but it's like what you expect when you raw dogging. And she had, and if y'all can remember each other's conversations, well, why you didn't say nothing this at that time?
Facts.
I feel like some obligation to a certain extent will have to be applied in regards to the relationship type of situation.
All right,
That's
well,
just my thought.
because we was watching this thing on the subject of this dude, his girlfriend had cheated on him for eight years out of their whole relationship, and he was saying that if the baby wasn't his, he filed a petition. He wanted to change the baby name,
And he should.
Damn.
And he should.
He said if it wasn't his, it turned out to be his, but I thought about that, like, because the judge asked him, like, are you sure you wanna change his name, because he was a junior. And I was like, yeah, if it ain't mine's, oh yeah, you're gonna have to come up off that name. Hey, no, you're gonna have to come up off that name, especially if it's a junior.
I would hate that. If he's labeled a junior and ain't really mine, that's a hell of a hurt though.
Because now,
especially if you invested in it too.
Facts. Because now I might want to give my real junior the name Junior, and I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, if it's a regular name, he just got my last name, he can keep the last name. I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
But if it's my like I said, for that reason, if I decide I got a junior now, but if I decided to have a junior, that I couldn't name it.
But you have to look at the circumstances too, though. Now you let this baby keep your last name, but now she's back dealing with the man that she think is his real daddy. So now suppose it was the other man's son, you would still let that child keep your last name, and now she back with the real daddy.
Well, you know what? Out of fairness, tricky. That's a good point. That'd be selfish of me to give a kid my last name that don't belong to me, and she with the dude that actually belongs to. And I feel like he has that right to change that name to something they was to have, even though it's the female, initial right, I believe, because because it's not yours, and just based off standard, I believe it's her main right, and she might be the sole the child might be living with that woman, as in like that's his sole household, and for him to come in and you step out and don't try to get involved, I believe that he had that right to change that right in the now. Like you ain't gotta wait no 18, nothing. It's like it's just one of those things that hey, you took a shot, it hurt emotionally, and just move on. You don't have to deal with that no more.
On a deeper note, we had another black man killed. 'Cause that's exactly what it was. On camera by the police. And this time it was out here. It's out here in Minnesota.
We always say this time.
Hey, bro, I did not
we
think
get
of
this
that.
shit out here quite a bit.
Quite a bit. I didn't know until I saw the video. I didn't want to watch it. I didn't. It was fucked up. Buddy ass saying he couldn't breathe. You know what I'm saying? He needs some water or something.
Bro, crazy similarities to the very first situation. I wish I could remember the guy's name, but
Eric
the
Garner.
dude was way bigger.
Eric Garner.
What's his name?
Eric Garner.
Okay, yeah. And he was way bigger. He had way more cops around the situation, and I think with this one he had about 4. 2 assessors. Two assessors. My thing is, when you know you outnumber this dude, and
Facts.
I understand most people, cops, in my eyesight, in my view, cops go off of adrenaline and a lot of movement. So they might be thinking to a certain extent, he must be trying to.
Nah, man. This.
No. Let me finish. But on the flip note, when it comes to a person, when I'm handcuffed and helpless, I say I can't breathe, you can at least let up off his neck, bro.
And there was 4 police. It was 3 police officers that held this man down. It was 3. Now, what we seen from the main video is the one cop with his knee on the man's neck that ultimately killed him. But when you see it from the other side of the car, there are 2 other cops holding the rest of his body down. That man was not, even if the man took his foot off his neck, the man would not be able to go anywhere with 2 other cops on his body. And then they had the one pussy ass cop standing there. You know, just these people
what was the Asian dude?
They are making it real hard for the community to trust the police. It's already there. It's already boiling to that point, man, now, because the way I see it is they fired the cops, but that's it?
That's it. That's all.
That's it? You just gonna fire? They just took a man's life and all you gonna do is fire?
But I feel like this is when street justice...
I'm not defending them, but I rather them... Let me put it like this. I would rather them fire them instead of do the whole suspension thing. So I read something in regards to, I guess the policy is wrong. I guess they were supposed to suspend and then talk to them. But I guess for something like this, they're not even trying to go to that process because they know what comes.
Because that's what I was thinking. Right now,
you know, they fired them first, and then I'm pretty sure some lawsuits and other stuff is coming. As we speak, I see videos on Facebook. They outside of the dude's home or the person that killed.
Yeah, out in Oakdale. Yes, they are. Yes,
crazy.
They are. But that's just one cop. I don't feel like they just need to hold one cop accountable. Hold all 4 of their ass accountable. Hold that the precinct accountable. Because you know what? Why do y'all have people employed there that treat citizens like that?
And the thing about it is, it's like they're gonna get these guys. They're gonna put them on charge, and they're gonna let them go.
And they're gonna let them go. They're gonna find a reason.
That's my whole theory of it.
All the evidence, the flat evidence, the bare-eyed evidence, they still gonna find a loophole for these men to walk away with severance pay and anything else they need to be comfortable for the rest of their lives. They just can't work on the force anymore. That's just it.
Now it's crazy. It's crazy y'all said that because with the situation we had with the guy that got cornered by these Caucasian men, about the guy that supposedly I forgot the person that the one of the biggest things, Audrey thing, Aubrey. How he got shot down.
Yeah.
You want to know how they tried to justify it, and they spin was on it? Video footage, supposedly. So they use. So it's like they believe that's the loophole of the reason why they did what they did. Like Facts. It's a justification.
Like
you feel me?
Like it couldn't have been manufactured. Like shit like that.
It's like, look, we got video, 2-3 videos of him being in places where he should be.
Yep.
So I think this is good enough for us to do. It's like no.
Citizens arrest.
And I think I'm gonna say it again. most black people, in regards to certain situations, we will call the police for most situations. And maybe 50-50, depending on the situation, we will probably follow the dude to make sure he don't get away. We probably won't pursue, but at least like pursuit with like the firearm and stuff. We will stay in our car like, look, yeah, I'm on the phone, operator. Yeah, send the police this way. He going down. Yeah, ooh, oh no, y'all gonna catch this person. Now, if it's family, okay, that's way different. I don't know how anybody will react when something happens to their family.
You
but
know,
in regards to this situation, I'm like, he's down. He's handcuffed. How much could he do when he's on his stomach? And just like you said, he has two people midsection on down, and you got most of your weight on his neck, and he's saying repeatedly, I can't breathe. That's like a flashback. And I think one of the biggest things that I noticed out of most of these situations that we wonder, you have a line that's being drawn in regards to police as a brotherhood. So when we got the shield, we protect everybody. That's my mindset. Just speaking out loud, I think that's the mindset in regards to police. So no matter what's going on, we gonna have each other back.
True enough.
You mean to tell me not one of y'all with common sense was like, hey, we got him, take your knee off him. Let him breathe. I would hate for this brother to die on our watch.
Ain't nobody gonna stand up against him.
Yeah, and that's a law. That's one of their rules. That's one of the rules.
Because if you stand up against another cop, 9 motherfuckers gonna stand up against you.
No, but
it's like, the crazy part about it is,
it's one of their policies that they are supposed to, and somebody is because they know these officers act off of their adrenaline.
Okay, so what I'm saying
so they supposed to hold each other accountable.
They don't. What I'm saying is me and you, we cops. You hit a motherfucker in the back of the head with a gun and they was handcuffed. I tell you, nah, man, you wrong for that.
That's exactly what they supposed to
now do. Everybody else is like, you went against your brotherhood. You went against, you know what I'm saying? You went against, you know, we stick together, right or wrong. I think that's some bullshit, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this. This is what I'm sick of. I'm sick of police killing us. I'm sick of police killing us on camera. I'm sick of police killing us on camera and getting away with it. Like, they put us through this whole dog and pony show of marching these cops through courts and through trials and making it feel like they gonna make it real tough on them and get their ass a slap on the wrist and tell them to go on about their day. I'm sick of it. Yeah. It's making it really hard to raise kids in this world because now you have to tell your kids, hey, you get stopped by the police.
You got to tell them how to conduct themselves.
Exactly. It used to be the police are your friends. Now they here to help.
You know what?
Now you got to tell your kids to have a certain kind of fear when it comes to the police. Don't make no sudden movements. Don't back talk. Don't do nothing. And even then, that might not be enough.
Yep.
You know, if that movie Queen and Slim taught me anything, it taught me this could be you. This could be you. That cop was on bullshit the whole fucking time. He was on bullshit. Go ahead.
But she fed off energy though. I sure was gonna go off that because my thing is, with her attitude and energy, with her back talking, it probably could have got into soon. Like I was definitely gonna feed off what you said in regards to like when we teach our kids this. So it's like, you know, instead of going through experience. My experience is I probably never had a situation with a cop, black or white or whatever. But what I'm seeing, you know, my energy might feel different now. So you know what our energy is when we get pulled over.
Facts.
Hey, how you doing, officer? What's the problem? You know, we put on that, you know, that stereotype. You know, we make sure we give them that lovely, pleasant voice and stuff like that. Now, if I look thuggish, if I feel mean, if I feel aggressive with that energy, what you think they're gonna be on? What his usual thing be like, man, look, most nowadays they might not have nothing to do. I might went a little bit over the speed limit, pull you over. I just want to see if your car looks suspect. I just want to see if you got some credentials. All right, have your way. Cool. Have a nice day. Now let me bring some uncomfortable energy after this and stuff like that with a little extra or a little extra baritone in my voice, a little, a little aggressive. He might want to do a little bit more than what he normally would do. And it's not because it's like, what do you expect when you're tired? So, man, when we teach our kids or just teach people in regards to what we should do and shouldn't do, it's like, man, we shouldn't have to walk on here and say anything. Now don't get me wrong, we some talkative people. So if something is in the wrong and the police come, you know what they usually do in most situations? Oh, he's the most aggressive one. He's the most loud, loudest one. It's hard for me to calm down my anger or passion for something if I probably didn't do nothing. But but most cases they teach a man, hey, calm the situation down. This person might be the crook and he might know how to spin the system, but they ain't gonna look at him. You wanna know why? He ain't the loudest one in the room. He ain't the aggressive one. He's calm. He being slick. Officer, I didn't do. Bitch, you lying. Blah, blah, blah. Take his ass down. Now he got his arms out. We trying to say calm down, and then they go off that. So and then even when he carry all that to the ground, when they trying to talk him down and tell him to shut up, and then when we get emotional when we put our foot in our put our foot in our ass and say something reckless, what happens? We the ones that get hurt the most. Now my thing is, I do agree that certain stuff shouldn't happen, and they should do bare minimum, but we do hurt ourselves. In certain situations. In certain
situations, we don't. We still get things that we don't deserve. I feel like this. I'm tired of us always being sad about things, and maybe we need to start fighting back. Because you know what? The thing about it is, and I keep watching. No, the one time I watched this video, what I thought was all them people out there.
Facts.
Of course, it's going to be somebody that's going to still be recording this shit. It's enough of y'all. Somebody could have knocked his ass over.
Facts.
You know what I mean? At least to get him off the man's neck. Knock him off. If that means that they going to tase you, take one for the team. But then there's a lot of other motherfuckers out there. I think we got to stop being sad and scared because that's what they expect.
We good for pulling out a
You get one
fucking
down
camera.
and ain't nobody else going to do shit else because they scared now. Fuck that. Fight the motherfuckers back.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because they can't take out everybody.
Facts.
They can't win them all.
By the time backup get there,
by the time that motherfuckers lay they shit the fuck out. That's how I feel about it. Stop being sad. Stop sitting around with all the fucking phones. Put these phones down. Somebody's still gonna get the fucking footage. Fight these motherfuckers back. Because they don't give a fuck. They know you scared. That's why they doing. That man sat there with his foot on his neck, his hands in his pocket, and the smirk on his face. He meant to do what the fuck he did.
Ran the fuck over.
Come on now.
I'd have knocked him
over.
I would
have knocked him over. Yeah, maced me. Goddamn it. I've been maced just going to the fucking club by a fucking police officer. So I would have lived through that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that man would have lived too. Knock him off his neck. I feel like that could have been done.
If it was my family, I totally agree. That's where it comes like this.
Man.
That's what's wrong. We only give a fuck when it's our own.
Hold on. Let me finish. If it's my family and I know I have something to lose, that's one of those 50-50 things. Like the most I would do, especially if people looking for a reason to shoot you, man, don't get me wrong, it's hard. So you got people talking like, don't move, even if you have to get closer, as close as possible to the point where, like, look at his neck. You got him down. Like, if I can get that close without have them looking at me funny and do something, because at least I tried to help, especially instead of the person with the camera. Cool, because this is a stranger. I don't know him. Just my whole thing is like we understand that so much is going on, and we don't want this to happen to our people. Cool. I would hate to jump in, and let's say I have a son, or I'm getting married. I have something to lose to the point like, damn, my son will grow up and know, like, look, I know you don't get the chance to meet your father. He did something courageous. I seen situations like that.
Yeah.
Where someone jumped in and it was like, man, he ain't gonna be able to see his father. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't do nothing. I agree with you because it's very tiring. But it's like for family, when it's your own family, the whole situation. I guarantee you, I think a lot of people would jump the fuck in. I really would. You got some people that would tase first, give you a warning first, or have the gun out. But when you just say, fuck it, go and hit you, you will say the police officer.
Man, at this point, assaulting that's the last thing on my mind because we gotta start fighting back, man.
And we gotta fight for each other.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
gotta start being our family. We are a family, regardless of what it looked like. We are each other out here. This could have been you, and it could have. You know what I mean?
Facts.
This man, he wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing nothing courageous or nothing like that. You know, and I mean, he could have been doing something courageous.
Just
and still
all these people standing out there, and the first thing we do is grab our fucking phone.
That's it. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling nobody to go out there and steal off the police. I ain't saying that. But what I'm saying is my conscience, as I see this, I got to go ahead on and call some sort of distraction, man, and get this man up off this man's neck.
I feel you.
I got to do something. If I got to get up and go holler in their face to get them up off of him, then that's what I got to do. Because now I have children. And I don't want my kids living in fear of the police when the police are supposed to protect us.
And no telling how many kids watch that.
And it's fucked up.
Or they watching it now on this video. They're just telling them that they need to be just as scared because that could be them too.
I had to have a talk. I had to have a talk with my 12-year-old son. He grew up thinking the police was here to help. And he asked me about all this stuff that's going on and all these killings and why the police getting off and why they doing all this. My son is very smart at 12 years old. He's very smart.
Yeah.
So I can't even lie to him and tell him. He said, Dad, what are we supposed to do? And for the first time I had no answers because it doesn't matter if you're doing everything by the book.
Yep.
You're not moving. Your hands are where they can see you. You're answering all the questions. You're doing everything you're supposed to do. And they still decide, oh, he's got a gun. I've seen it plenty of times where nobody had a gun, but all of a sudden they had a gun.
Yeah, they could wait an extra couple of seconds. They hand is on the trigger.
Yeah,
it's gonna take me a couple of seconds just to grip it or try to swing it to do it, and you get clipped because you got a wallet, a brush, cell phone. I get it, and what your son asks is fair. To elaborate on it, you might have some situations where if I was to do something courageous, distracting or whatever, to the point that it could affect my family, some people ain't even thinking about it and share passion. You might have a situation like, man, if I do this and I get killed, who's gonna take care of my kids?
Facts.
If I don't have a big family?
Couldn't even give him a good answer. Like, son, I really don't know what to tell you. Because at this point, you might run into some good cops that, but then you might run into some cops who are really low down racist and don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and say every cop is bad because they're not. I see some really good cops doing some really good things for the community. Okay? But there are some real deep down racist ass cops that don't give a fuck. That will gladly shoot your ass just because of your skin color. And it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And now you have to walk on eggshells. And even then, I want to say, just do what they say. But even then, that might not be enough.
There is no.
Yeah, and in today's society right now, when you keep getting stuff like this about police, it just makes you uncomfortable around them.
Facts.
I mean, if you don't personally know that police officer have a relationship, like everything outside of that is like, man, what now? Like you doing stuff way quicker than what you used to do. You'll put your car's hands off. You'll have your phone propped. You don't want to go, renegade on it because I literally heard something today that threw me off. Because I seen and soon to have my own company and other stuff. I try to think more before I even do anything. For example, this is something I heard that was disturbing, but as a black man, I get it. Steven Jackson, I believe you know who he is, the basketball player, the one who do commentary and stuff like this.
Yeah.
So he's related, from what I'm hearing or what he's saying, he's either related or he's real close to this brother.
Yeah, they play brothers.
Play brothers. So he's in tears. One of the things that taught me that was a uh-oh. Because, for black people, and when we empower a certain position, They always look for one thing on us and will flip it. What he said, I thought was a no-no. But as a black man, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying in regards to, like, man, this stuff happened to my bro. He's getting this stuff together and everything. I was just thinking to myself, I know this is going to sound messed up, but I wanted to sound messed up. Why I can't kill you? I was like, damn. He's saying what almost most people will want to say in a situation like this. Like, eye for an eye.
If you can get killed doing the right thing.
As of right now,
yeah.
You know, it's hard. Like, he's speaking out for the average black person. Now, my thing is, he has a platform. He works on ESPN. He get invited to stuff. But he put this out on social media. So my first initial outlook is, damn, why can't I kill you? And, you know, I get it. To me, most people shouldn't say certain stuff. But on the flip note, he's hurting right now. As you know, when people go through certain stuff, and it was like, if we can see ourselves being that person on the ground, it's like, man, I feel you.
It reminds me.
Why I can't do what you do? Why I can't get I-4-9?
It reminds me of Kaepernick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This brings me up to Kaepernick. Everybody was all good for kneeling and taking a stand until motherfuckers start getting hit with them fines. Then now we're backing up. They had reports that LeBron and them was gonna do something. And once money and stuff started getting put in, people backed out. It's like you got the power.
Yep.
But now that your money is being played with, you no longer want to take that stand. You no longer want to fight because, oh man, I got family. We all got families. Yep. This is why we're doing this for our families. Because now you're teaching your kids growing up in this world that money runs everything.
Yep.
Sometimes money can't buy me. Money can't buy me another life, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Money. If I die, no amount of money is gonna bring me back. Sometimes you gotta swallow that pride and say, "Fuck that money. You made enough. You've done enough in your life, in your career. You made millions dribbling a basketball." Cap ass right now ain't got no job because he took a stand and he won't back down. Everybody was kneeling with him. Everybody was taking a stand. As soon as we're gonna hit your pockets. Now all of a sudden people don't want to do it no more. LeBron, Michael Jordan, everybody else got these voices. If they come off and say, "Yo, we ain't playing another game. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing that."
That's just like if we get out here and start standing up to these police officers together,
Facts.
then shit would change.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yes, we understand, but you know, if we keep on letting them do the things that they do to us, the way they've
gotten comfortable.
Yes, and it's okay for them. And
They've
they
gotten
know we
fucking
not
comfortable,
gonna do shit.
disrespecting us, beating our ass, killing us, and the justice system is even more of a joke.
Yeah,
Because I
They
done
walk
seen
every
so
time.
many cops kill people and walk.
every time. But then it was so
Trayvon Martin killer walked.
And just think about the only
crazy
one that
part about
didn't. The black dude that killed the woman last year. He got sent up. They made an example out of his ass. Same a black police officer or a Somali police officer shot that woman over south or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, his ass got his time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that just
The
lets you
justice
know.
system is a joke. These people are not for us.
And you're absolutely right. When it comes to certain black people with power, they do make an example out of.
Yep.
Like even the police chief for Chicago, the black dude.
Yeah, they threw him under the bus.
You know, and my thing is, when you got violence, how can you violence in Chicago is like a roller coaster.
And right now,
So
Lori
how
Lightfoot,
can I manage?
Lori Lightfoot, they're gonna end up throwing her under the bus pretty soon too. She's saying all the right things with all this closures and all that, but this shit keep getting worse. She's gonna end up biting the bullet for that shit. Cause the white man ain't taking the blame for it. She playing a good team member right now.
You're right.
Y'all y'all stay in y'all house. We gonna do the she's saying all the right things. But all 56 shootings for Memorial Day weekend.
Yep, she's definitely the scapegoat.
56.
I can't put all that on her though.
I can't put it on her either.
But they
it's,
will.
It's, they definitely will.
They will.
They
in a
definitely
heartbeat.
gonna
They
put it
are
on her.
going to.
Oh yeah. And it's something that is under her regime. That's the something part about it in regards to her term, because she's way more active, way more attractive as a mayor in regards to all these things she's doing. Like being hella active, being a people person. But in the midst of that, you know, black people ain't too many. When it get hot, that's a whole nother type of excitement.
Facts, we not staying in no house. We not staying in no house, man. Come on.
Exactly. So when you get a whole lot of people together, hey, I know people will fight people so quick for stepping on their shoe.
Now that's what I want them to do with the police.
Exactly.
That's what I want them to do with the police.
We fight each other.
Man.
What is this other thing that went viral, that's going viral right now with all the girls that was fighting? And it was like 4, 5, 6, 7 fights going on at one time, and couldn't nobody break that up. At the same time, this man over here dying, and there's 4 people killing this man. And it's a block full of people watching. You see what I'm saying? This is we will fight each other and kill each other to the death, and we be relentless.
But the real enemy is standing around laughing at us, putting their foots on our neck, literally, and we ain't doing shit about it. And I'm fed up. I'm gonna be honest.
And let me tell you, all the fights that were gonna go on amongst us, we not thinking about, man, I got kids to raise. Man, we going hard for our homegirls, our homeboys,
we going hard
our
for the block,
we for the block,
hard for the gangs.
None of this shit really belong to us,
Facts.
but just because, then we going hard for this, and we ain't worrying about our families at home that we gotta raise, and whether or not our kids gonna get to know who we are and shit like that. We going hard for shit like that.
We
but
gonna
then
march.
These motherfuckers in blue can come and kill us, and now we worried about, my kids at home.
March. We gonna riot. We gonna stand outside of people's doors until the police come and throwing smoke grenades and all that shit. Nobody's really ready to ride how they supposed to, man, and it's sad. Look, I don't give a fuck. Wrong is wrong. I don't give a fuck what color you is. Wrong is wrong.
It is.
All right. If I see a motherfucker knowing, like I said, if he telling y'all he can't breathe clear as day, I'm gonna do something, bro.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make some kind of distraction. I don't care if I gotta go hit somebody in the crowd next to me just to get them up off this man's neck. We gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do something. These laws are not for us.
They not.
We are being hunted down. This is modern day slavery. We are being hunted down. Ain't no ands, ifs, and buts about it. They are kicking our ass. They're laughing and they're getting away with it.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. It's going to take all these guns and shit that we got in this world to shoot out others. We need to start firing back at these motherfuckers. Yeah. Even enough is enough. Yeah. We can riot all day. You know what I'm saying? We got kids, we got mamas, we got women, we got aunties, we got grandmas, we got everybody that has something to live for. And it's sad that we can fight other gangs over
killing each other. Don't mind killing each other.
None. Don't have no issue. I mean, we get the guns and shit from the government anyway. Let's keep it real. They bringing the drugs and the government because this is what they want. The worst thing in the world to them is a black man with a mind. And if you got a mind and you got some power, they gonna fuck with you. Dangerous. They gonna fuck with you.
Definitely.
Michael Jordan, they fuck with him. Every black man with some kind of power, it was the gambling for Michael Jordan. Michael Jackson, it was the little boys. Kobe, they brought up the rape shit. It's like Bill Cosby. It's like anybody with some kind of power that's telling you, hey, you got to get up. You got to straighten your mind out. You got to do what you're supposed to do. They going to put a mark by your fucking name before you leave this earth. They're going to. It's no ands, ifs, and buts about it. You're going to get something by your name. I think that's a reason why Will Smith and Denzel and a lot of these other people won't say nothing. Because they don't want to feel that wrath, you know what I'm saying, of if I say something, it's a black eye on my shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I get it, man. Everybody got family. Everybody got responsibilities. I get it. But we don't care unless it happens to us. What Steven Jackson said is cool, commendable. But why you didn't feel this anger before? You You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Cause it hit close to
'Cause
home.
it hit home.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you
That's
angry.
the problem.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
You wasn't angry for
Or-
Trayvon, Eric Garner, Mike Brown, Tamar Rice. You wasn't angry then. Now, because it's somebody you knew, somebody you close to, now you angry. Now you ready to go out. We should have been had this anger.
I'm pretty sure he did some stuff, but I guarantee you're absolutely right. It hit home when it's closer, and he said he was on his way to Minnesota. And to me, with events like this, I can't imagine how often the females, the mothers, to take that godly nice route. You know what I'm saying? Like the route in regards to she's sad because he's gone. He's hurt. You won't judge, but you don't feel that wrath.
No, because tomorrow he's
to the most degree you don't really feel that wrath of them saying, "Look, you hit a
tomorrow
PG
he's
version,
gonna end up
like,
apologizing. He's gonna end up saying, you know, I was angry. My words was taken out of context. He's gonna end up apologizing.
No, I get it, but that instant, you know that fresh soon as you get it, no, you wanted wrath.
Yeah,
you wanted the same thing exactly what Caesar was saying. Well, I can't kill you for you killing my son, my baby.
Facts.
You know, my this, my that.
Because I'm telling you right now,
he's helpless. So
for
why you
one of
keep getting
mine.
up?
For one of mine or a little kid that grew up on my block or something, I'm riding. I'm riding for the kids. I'm riding for the families. I'm riding for the todays and the tomorrows and the futures. Because pretty soon we're not gonna have a future, man.
Yeah,
they gonna kill all that.
You remember the video that they show in court with this white man? I guess something happened to his daughter. I think rape or something. And you saw the wrath that he had. He was like, "Your Honor, if you wouldn't mind, can I spend 5 minutes in a room with that brother?" Because he wanted to kill him.
Facts.
You say no? Okay. What about 1 minute? No? Okay. What about 30 seconds? And she kept saying no. He said, you know what? But he jumped over.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
As close as that's that type of, you can't explain that type of hurt unless you've been there. Like, this is his daughter, and who knows what she's been through. So, for us as black people, when we see this repetitively, so many times, even if a detail is different, the whole outcome is he's dead by a police officer. And the early things that we've seen leading up to now, we'll see the suspension. So for this one, okay, he fired. So what's next? You feel me? So when they had with the Aubrey thing, okay, they caught majority. They got the two main people. Maybe a couple of days later, they got the cameraman. Because to us it's like it's not enough. Because we know in most cases for a black man, if you were to compare certain situations, there's no way in hell the treatment of this person is different. It's crazy. If you have a white person and a black person, they have the exact same crime, the treatment is different. You remember the white fella that shot up the church? I heard rumors that they took this boy and got something to eat, but he killed everybody in the church. You think they doing that for a black person?
Oh man, you
Stop
know
that.
them motherfuckers congratulating that nigga. They
You feel me? He cleared out a whole church.
Yeah.
Put a bulletproof vest on because they know what could. Hey, everybody, you got people in that community's family died in this church, and supposedly y'all made a stop.
Facts.
Look, I don't care if he puts in the car. I don't care if he's mentally ill, whatever. Take him. There's no straight. There ain't no type of special treatment I should get after taking many lives. Black people is not known for doing mass shoot. White people are known for that. There's so many instances that you see that. Malls, theaters, schools, all in different West names. But when it comes to black people, we either killing ourselves or something in regards to this. But when it comes to police stuff like this, I don't see white people getting done like this.
Facts.
I don't see no justice like this. You mostly see stuff like this with black people. And the resent is ugly. Because all they know, and just like we saying, we know all this stuff is not enough. We know just being fired is not enough. We want more. So the only thing that we're conditioned to do right now for y'all to hear our cry, we protest. We're going to be all in front of the police station. We're going to be all in front of the dude's house. We gonna be in marches. We gonna be praying. We gonna have the NAACP. You know, now we gonna be at the point like we want that. We want. If y'all ain't gonna do nothing like the death penalty, hey, we don't want nothing else.
I think
that's what we gonna be asking for.
To me, we are beyond marching. Why you think Jesse Jackson and Sharpton ain't out front and center no more? They paid off. You know what I'm saying? If you got power, they gonna pay you off. You too much of a voice, they gonna pay you off. You know what I'm saying? It's time that we stick together and we fight back. You know what I'm saying? We gonna end it off like that though, man. You know what I'm saying? This was real deep, and this is how shit can amp up like that.
It's uncomfortable, bro.
Oh
like
But that's why we here though. We say the things people scared to talk about. We talk about the real shit over here, man. You know, we laugh and we joke, but it's some serious shit going on in the world, and we got to do better. Y'all already know what this is.
Coming from a people.
Oh yeah, y'all already know what this is, though, man. We gonna round this up, wrap this down, man. We'll catch y'all back on the next one. Any last words? Anybody got any last words?
Appreciate it, man. That's about to say, man. I'm glad we had this talk, man. It's a good venting session, man.
Shante?
No.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what this is, man. We'll catch y'all next time. We be back at it, J-Day, Miss Shante, myself, Miss De La Fay. We'll be back next week.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. We out.
Peace.